couple months ago, I was getting together with a couple of friends to lift some weights, and I knew that I also wanted to exercise my heart, but I liked bike riding, hated running. But recently I've just started to enjoy it, and I went out my first couple times, didn't care about how far I was going or about how fast I was going. Just put my music on and went out as far as I could go comfortably and just enjoyed the journey.
Let's do it over. Let's do it over. Won't you come?
I get together with some friends on Tuesday mornings, and we've been going through the Psalms together, especially Psalm 119. And there's a verse there that got my attention.
I'm laid low in the dust. Preserve my life according to your word. I recounted my ways, and you answered me. Teach me your decrees. Let me understand the teaching of your precepts. Then I will meditate on your wonders. My soul is weary with sorrow. Strengthen me according to your word. Keep me from deceitful ways. Be gracious to me through your law. I have chosen the way of truth. I have set my heart on your laws. I hold fast to your statutes, O Lord. Do not let me be put to shame. I run in the path of your commands, for you have set my heart free.
Think about the range of emotions that he must have been going through. You know, depression, shame, fear. Yet in that moment when he reached out to God, and God reaches out to him, he experiences freedom. Freedom to run. Freedom to experience life the way it was meant to be experienced. A relationship with God was meant to be freeing. It was not meant to be a burden. Religion is a burden. God wants us to be in a relationship. I run in the path of your commands, for you have set my heart free. That line grabbed my attention. I run in the path of your commands, for you have set my heart free. He felt something in his relationship with God that freed him. That freed him to live, that freed him to run, freed him to go on the adventure that is life. And he realized in that moment that as he was reaching out to God, living the vertical life, that no matter what was going on around him, he was reaching up to somebody who was above him, and something was happening deep down inside of him. He began to change, and he began to change so much that he began to experience the freedom that comes in chasing after God. It's interesting that there's a progression here from verse 25 through 32. In verse 25, he's down, he's depressed, he's disturbed about something in his life, and he needs savings from something. He cries out, "Preserve my life." And then by verse 32, he's running. I run in the path of your commands. Why? Because you set my heart free. When he was down in the dust, he listed all he was going through. It says he recounted all of my ways. In another translation, it says, I told you about my life and you answered me. And that's freeing, and so much so that it set him to running. And at another point in here, it says that he was weary with sorrow. And, you know, he had that ache down in the pit of his stomach, and it wouldn't go away. And when that heart pain deep down inside him would not subside, God strengthened him. And that's freeing, so much so that it set him to running. Something in his life was making him fear that he would be put to shame, and shame is that painful feeling that comes when you've done something you regret. Think about that range of emotions. Depression, mental, emotional, and spiritual weariness that may have led to physical exhaustion. Shame, regret. But something happened as he reached out to God. God reached out to him, and that's freeing. So much so that he started to run. Now, I've been running lately, and to be honest, to begin with, I hated it. It was something that I felt like I needed to do to get out, to get some exercise, but it was a pain. I didn't want to get up in the mornings. And what's interesting is what I've learned about running in life is that early on, God's commands were a pain to me. I didn't want to do them. But then there was something about it that he began to set me free. And I think that has become the motivation that as he set me free, I wanted to do these things. They weren't things that I had to do, they were things that I wanted to do. Just like running. He set me free so that I ran. And now I'm running after his commands. Proverbs 18:10 says, "The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run into it, and they are saved." Where are you running? What are you running from? Are you running after God? Are you chasing after him? Isaiah 40:31 says, "Those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint." And it's interesting, James says twice in his letter how the law of God brings freedom. And you wouldn't usually think of God's laws, or any laws for that matter, bringing freedom. But it's when we live within those boundaries, that's when we can really experience God's freedom. It's freeing to run, and it's freeing to live for him and chase after him.